Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke just a few minutes ago. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup. Their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Thank you very much, Doris. The defensive strategy, guys, being heavily enforced by the coaching staff.
And that's in large part because of the talent they have on that side of the ball. A lot of length, speed, quick hands. They've got a lot of ability on that side of the floor.
Well, when you've got the horses, you got to ride them and let them run. And defensively, they've definitely got some horses. Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Number 1, Rajon Rondo.
Well, he was the top dime dropper in the league. I mean, he led the league in assists, and his vision and his willingness to give up the ball made him the top dime dropper.
Jeff Green is checked in for Avery Bradley. A lot of familiarity with these two teams. Steve just kind of touched on. Clark, you think it really does impact the rest of their matchups later in the season?
Absolutely, Kevin. It sure does. I mean, because for the winners today, they now know what game plan brought them success. So they've got a blueprint for the next meeting. For the losers, it's back to the drawing board for adjustments.
Phillips goes in. A reverse. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. That went on Olynyk.
You know, never easy to come back from a torn Achilles, but Chauncey Billups did a pretty nice job of doing so last year after the Achilles shelved him for most of the 2011-12 season.
And going back to Chauncey, he played 22 games last year, but it was amazing. He was able to come back at all.
And Kevin, it helped that he was on a team where he almost never had to be the primary ball handler. That would have put a lot more pressure on that Achilles. But even though he moved okay, his numbers were down, and you have to wonder how many more years he has left. Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
The chosen one, Villanueva covering, and there's the feed to Rondo. Pass to the chosen one, expanding his range, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 5th assist in this one. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against Milwaukee.
And the thing I took away from that game was how dominant they were on the boards.
Well, it's impossible not to see that domination. Based on the numbers, it was really lopsided in the rebounding battle.
Celtics leading by 14.
You know, the Pistons are really still a young team learning how to win in the league, but they made some strides last year because they started to win more consistently at home, and you could actually see this team becoming more consistent as the season went on.
Phillips from outside. The shot is off. Boston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. No good from the chosen one.
Well, that's not really his game. I mean, he shouldn't be shooting the ball from out there.
And Clark, you talked about the Pistons last year at home. 18 of the team's 29 wins came right here, Steve, in Auburn Hill.
Well, it'll take baby steps for this team to improve year to year. Obviously, making that big step, signing Josh Smith over the summer to go along with that young talent, bringing back Chauncey Billups. I think the Pistons are really looking to make a move here, and it's going to be a fun team to watch this season.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, they probably should have abandoned the three-point shot in that game because their percentage was terrible. You know, but they kept firing away from long range.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I thought that was one of the things that doomed them. I mean, you can't stick with something if it's not working for you.
And Monroe kicks to Stuckey. A finger roll finish at the bucket. Stuckey's got his second bucket.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Sullinger dishes to Humphries. Bradley, the chosen one, is guarded by Stuckey. Here's the chosen one, and he uses the glass on the layup. The chosen one's got 11 points.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Jennings. Kicks it to Monroe. Sullinger's there. 6 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession. Pistons trail by 14. We've got Rodney Stuckey. Greg Monroe is out there with Charlie Villanueva. Then it's Smith, and it's Jennings in at the point guard. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Well, as we take a look at the rankings, let's see where Detroit ended up last season. 13th in rebounding, 14th in field goal percentage. And for blocks, interior defense, not a strong point for them. Just top 20 in the league.
Here's the chosen one. No good on the triple.
Well, the defense backs off a little bit because he does not shoot the ball well from the three-point line.
Stuckey gets a screen from Villanueva. Kicks it out to Jennings. Here's Monroe. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
Brandon Bass is checked in for Chris Humphries. And he sinks the second.
You know, the Pistons have shown interest in signing Monroe to a long-term deal, but he said that he would like to wait until after his 4th season before putting ink to paper. Might be in his best interest to do that. He's a promising young player.
Bass with a screen for Rondo. The shot's good from the chosen one. Here is Stuckey. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Jennings back to Stuckey. Smith outside. Rondo against Jennings. Shot clock at 6. Back to Smith. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Greg Monroe, the number 7 pick back in 2010. You redo that draft, he could have been the top pick, number 2, number 3, right in that area.
Yeah, great pickup for Detroit. I mean, you think about what he does for this team. Had a triple-double last season. First Piston player, in fact, in 8 years to do that. So I think he's got the potential to be a 20-10 guy with great assists for a long time.
Rondo passes to the chosen one. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 17 points for the chosen one.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
Yeah, some good matchups. And I'll tell you, that Pacers game definitely has caught my eye.
And the Celtics hit again from deep.
That's 3 in a row, guys. 3 three-pointers consecutively. These guys are just raining in shots.
Yeah, the defenders can't be as soft as they've been on the perimeter there.
Billups kicks to Smith. Singler lets it go from the wing. Misses off the right iron.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game. Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it.
To the inside, and it's Drummond with the jam.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
Johnson, the pass to the chosen one. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Billups. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Billups has got 6.
Boy, Will Bynum certainly can pass the orange.
Rondo passes to the chosen one. And it's off from 3-point range. Pistons trailed by 19. Bynum with it. He's picked up by Rondo. The 3 from Billups. Offensive rebound. Back to Bynum. He kicks to Drummond. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Tries again. And it's Singler getting it to go. Singler's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve.
Inside, number 38. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Boston Celtics. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will conclude their... Here's Preston. Pass to the chosen one. Lets it go with the three. Can't hit. And it's Detroit the other way. The pass to Caldwell Pope. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to the chosen one. Tries a three. Detroit with the rebound. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. Stucky's got space. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
No good from the chosen one. Now Jennings. And we've reached halftime in this one.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Fires the three. Good. The chosen one's got 23. Pistons trail by 17.
You know, it's always strange to see how a team will react when they lose one of their biggest stars. Last season, the Celtics were thought to be dead in the water when Rondo tore his ACL, but they actually rallied and went on a winning streak after the injury.
On the court for the Celtics, the chosen one, he's in a three. Jared Bayless is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Brandon Bass, and it's Olynyk in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. The chosen one in their last time out against the Bucks put together a nice one. He dropped in 15 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night, Steve, and he didn't disappoint them.
No, he didn't. In fact, he did everything they asked of him and more. And I think he really enjoys being that go-to guy for them.
Yeah, I think he relishes that because he knows he's capable of doing it. He's had some performances that have fortified his confidence in that role. So he's in a good place right now.
Well, Clark, as you said, with Rondo and the Celtics, they would go on to win the next 7 right after his injury, and overall Steve played better than expected the rest of the way.
Sometimes that's the way these things go, Kevin. A star player goes down, everybody else kind of steps up, and instead of feeling sorry for themselves, they use it as a rallying cry. And all those role players for Boston really picked up the extra slack, and I thought they made a great push to end that season after the Rondo injury.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And I'll tell you the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
Stuckey kicks to Monroe. The dish to Billups. 5 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta. Billups has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, it's been interesting to see how Chauncey Billups' career has changed as he's grown. Early on, he was known more as an offensive point guard, and then he became a playmaker for the Pistons during that championship season in that era. And now he's really become a spot-up shooter and a dead-eye marksman for his club.
And that's not to say that he can't do anything else, but he has really stepped up his shooting from deep. Not a lot of guards can go from carrying the ball-handling duties to being a catch-and-shoot guy, but Chauncey has made the transition quite smoothly.
A floater. The Pistons rebound. Here's Caldwell Pope. Pope loose. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Well, let's take a look at where Boston ended up, Kevin, last year in the league rankings. 6th.
Bynum with it. Bynum is double. From deep. And Chauncey Billups the bucket on the assist by Bynum. 19 points for Chauncey Billups.
The defense better start paying attention and taking care of business because he's been great from the arc this half.
We've got Bynum. Chauncey Billups out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Jennings. And it's Siva in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And the Pistons making a change here.
When you think of the Detroit Pistons, you always think back to some of the big powerhouse championship teams of the late 80s or early 2000s when they won titles as well. They've always been a team to contend with, but fans are being put through a pretty good test here as they rebuild.
That's good. 14 points for Brandon Jennings.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Rondo kicks to Humphries, the chosen one. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Another season for Detroit and another year that their fans would like to forget. Steve, they were one of the younger teams in the league last season, and you can expect a team so young to take some lumps.
Oh, for sure. But there's some good young talent. Monroe, Drummond, of course, they signed Josh Smith, and this is a team that has plenty of ability, and they're trying to put it together now this year.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Now here's Jennings. Rebounded by the Celtics. The chosen one's got his third rebound tonight. Outside Rondo. He passes it to the chosen one. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 30 points for the chosen one. Detroit's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. And here's Jennings. Ball stolen. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And the Celtics making a change here. And so it's Boston with it. Pressey passes to the chosen one. But they recover it.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Down low, number 38. And it's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Bynum with it. Now guarded by Pressey. Shot by Villanueva, no good. Celtics leading by 23. Pass to Pressey. Here's the screen. Rejected by Villanueva. And they get it back. And that one's good.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
Boston's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Johnson attacking. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Another steal. Oh, and here comes Johnson. Look out.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
And Villanueva kicks to Bynum. Feeds it to Villanueva. And nothing is falling for him right now. Boston dictating the flow. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pressey passes to the chosen one. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. The chosen one's got 35.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
He feeds it to Villanueva. Three-pointer. Drummond dishes to Bynum. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Here's the chosen one. Can't connect. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
You are picking pockets left and right in tonight's